our first public meeting of two. We're going to be in Riverview tomorrow in person to have an open house at the town hall. Tonight is our online engagement opportunity, and we're going to start with a short presentation followed by a Q&A. And what we'll do with the Q&A, we will also share the public meeting boards that we will be exhibiting tomorrow at public meetings. So you get to see the same information. You can also, and Devin will drop the link to our engagement portal in the chat. You can actually go to the engagement website for the Riverview secondary plan and download the PDF of those boards just to your device and flip through the panels at your own speed and pace. All right. Quick introduction about ourselves. We're Upland Planning and Design. We are a 15-person consulting firm located in downtown Halifax, a team of landscape architects, planners, mapping specialists, and engagement specialists as well. We are project managing this team. We'll be the lead designers on the project, and we've partnered with Englobe, a large engineering firm with offices across the Maritimes and with an office in Moncton specifically. And Englobes has been delineating wetlands and are providing engineering expertise on all the infrastructure. The town of Riverview engaged us in the summer to work on the secondary plan, was through a public request for proposal process, and we were awarded the project and started right away with the wetland delineation because there's a limited time in the season where that is actually possible to do. This is our team for this project. There's 8 of us, planners, engagement specialists, and our mapping team. And there's Devin and myself. We are working on those types of projects, secondary plans, municipal plans, land use bylaws, community master plans across Atlantic Canada. There's a few here on the map, all the way from Newfoundland to New Brunswick. And we've been doing these types of projects for the last 12 years. I've been a planning consultant myself for 23 years now. And I'll walk you through just a few examples so you can get a bit of a flavor of what to expect as an outcome from this secondary plan. This is a secondary plan that we prepared for the town of Rothesay a couple of years ago for about 2,000 housing units with a similar question. The town had land earmarked to grow and wanted to do it in a coordinated way. Next project is golf course redevelopment inside the city of St. John's, Newfoundland. About 1,400 housing units, lots of green space, open space, respecting the open space kind of structure of the golf course, and that project is currently with the city for rezoning. A smaller community, town of Hansford, that's in Nova Scotia, near the Annapolis Valley, a private developer project, I think about 250 housing units, that is also currently going through the approvals process. And our largest project that just went out for public consultation 2 weeks ago is a secondary plan on the outskirts of Halifax. For those of you who are familiar with Halifax, Highway 102 north of the Bears Lake Business Park. And that is, I believe, roughly about 7,800 housing units. So different scales, but similar objectives and um, problems. So what is a secondary plan? This, first of all, on the right-hand side is the plan area for the secondary plan, uh, with Gunningsville and Bridgedale Boulevards intersecting. It's about 280 acres of essentially greenfield land. And what this plan is intending to do is to create a specific policy framework to guide the development in this new neighborhood area. Uh, Many of you have probably been following the recent municipal plan update for the town. That is the overarching planning document that sets the town-wide vision. And in that document, there's directive for two secondary plan areas. This is one of them, and the other one is on the western end of the town of Riverview. And the idea really is to come up with a holistic, well-connected approach to community development rather than individual landowners submitting their own subdivision applications and the land kind of developing in a piecemeal fashion. There on the right-hand side, you actually see the land ownership pattern. So we have seven landowners, six private landowners, and then the municipality also owns land towards Mill Creek Park and towards the new recreation center, which is being built around here. And you can see from the shape of land, some of these parcels wouldn't be able to uh, you couldn't not develop them individually due to the size and shape of the parcels, and it is an exercise in these landowners coming together, facilitated through this process and deciding how the entire neighborhood should be connected and developed. There is already significant infrastructure in the area. Both Gunningsville and Birchdale Boulevards have water, sewer, stormwater, active transportation connections. Some of you maybe go running or cycling on those wonderful multi-use paths that are already in place for future residents and existing residents of the town. The town is very well positioned for growth. It's an attractive destination for newcomers and young families. Housing prices are still slightly lower, and there's a variety of open space and recreational opportunities. The new recreation complex being one of them, which will be a wonderful facility for not just Riverview residents, but as we hear also what we're already seeing in Riverview, that is folks from Dieppe and Moncton driving into Riverview because of the quality of recreation facilities. The population has been growing about 4.7% between the last two census areas, but has been growing slower than the other two Tri-City communities, Moncton and Dieppe. And it's for a variety of reasons, but it is noticeable that Riverview has been growing slower. The town is well aware of the housing needs, the pressures, a phenomenon we see all over Atlantic Canada, and Canada is not enough supply of housing compared to the demand, and affordability becoming more and more a pinch point for really all generations, all cohorts of society. And the 2024 Riverview Housing Needs Assessment had a survey included in their project, and 52% responded that housing affordability is a critical aspect of growth, and 62% responded that they believed there's a need for rental housing um, that is critical or high for the town of Riverview. Riverview is a very attractive place to live. It's a place that has more seniors in the town than or is an older town than again Dieppe and Moncton for various reasons, and it is also a predominantly single-family dwelling area. Quite a bit of a larger uh, proportion of single dwellings than again in Dieppe and Moncton, which are more urban places, and Riverview has a very distinct single family neighborhood character that is also the reason why a lot of people likely settled there. So, in terms of this project, we're still very much at the beginning. We've spent, as I said, the early fall on essential background research that included the delineation of wetlands within the secondary plan boundary, doing infrastructure analysis. We did an extensive planning analysis. There's the outcome of that phase is a background report that will be posted on the project website either tomorrow or Thursday. So you can, if you're interested, you can dig deep in and take a deep dive into the issues, inform yourself, and keep contributing outside of this meeting or tomorrow's meeting on the engagement portal by filling out surveys or leaving comments on an interactive map. All of this phase right now is what we call the community visioning. So we're essentially asking the bigger questions. What do you see are the biggest threats or the biggest challenges, and what is it that you would like to see on the land if it gets developed? We will be taking all this information. We'll write a what we heard report that will again be posted on the same project website. This is a very transparent process. There is all of our reporting will be made public, and the draft secondary plan will again go to you, the public, for another round of engagement where you can react to what you see, ask for changes, and those comments will be incorporated, taken into consideration for the final plan, which is planned to go for adoption in the spring, April, May of next year. So for tonight, and maybe I'll hand this back to Devin to tell you a little bit more about the logistics of the Q&A. But we have essentially a set of questions that we would like you to think about. And of course, this is a two-way conversation. So you can ask us all the questions that are in your mind related to the secondary plan. And we will answer them to our best knowledge and abilities.